I am wet.
You what?
Well, I was wet. Now I am no longer as wet. I'm cold. Oh, it was raining really hard. You know, I saw something. So what happened, chat? Before stream today, I decided to go outside and buy some food. Because every time chat's like, Michi, did you eat today? I have. I actually ate today. I went outside, bought some food. The moment I arrived at I bought it at a street market. So it wasn't like a restaurant, right? It was like on the side of a street with like a little roof. It started raining. Like really fucking... Yeah, I know. I went out and got food. Like actual proper food. And then it started raining really fucking hard. And it was like a thunderstorm. But I didn't say it was a thunderstorm. I tweeted. I said like, hey guys, I went outside and now I'm trapped in the rain. I don't know what to do. That's all I said. I said I was trapped in the rain. And then I wanted to go on Twitch to type in chat to be like, hey, I'm gonna be honest, chat. I might be late. I don't know. It depends on the rain. Because I'm trapped outside right now. And then I saw one person and they were like someone was like, oh, is it like raining really hard? And one person in chat said, yeah, it's thunderstorming right now. How did you know it was thunderstorming right now? I only said storming. I didn't say thunderstorming. But it's true. It was thunderstorming. They guessed sus. Unless, guys... Hazard! Look behind you. He's right behind me, isn't he? He's your neighbor. You know what's wild? Like, imagine if someone's actually my neighbor and they know who I am because I'm just so fucking loud. The reason I have not gotten a sound complaint is because they know. Yeah, I was getting suspicious. Like, I haven't gotten any, noise complaint ever. And I was like, that's weird because I know I've been noisy. Unless my neighbor is a viewer and they know. Because how else do you know it's thunderstorming? I didn't say thunderstorming. I only said storming. Dun, 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 dun. God, I was outside. But how did you know it was thunderstorming where I was in particular? I'm sorry, it was me. You caused it. I can't believe it. I knew it. Someone in chat is waiting for me to step outside. The moment I step outside, they summon the storm. Oh, I always had a suspicion, chat. I always knew. They have the stream muted and they listen through the walls. You know what's crazy? Like, I wonder... I wonder if anyone knows. But like, they keep it to themselves. Have you ever thought about that? Like, what if someone knows? Thank you, Icy and Amaret Demort. Welcome to Scambership. And Rose, thank you for the 5 What's up with the gifteds? It's so early today. We just started streaming. We've been getting gifted. What's going on around here? Are you trying to be nice to me? Or are you perhaps trying to cover your tracks? I knew it. My paranoia is insane. Time to move out. Run. I've wondered, chat, what if someone knows who I am? Like, what if, one of my neighbors know? It'll be like that is the most manga title thing ever. Thank you, Cup, for the 5. Everyone's giving me 5 gifteds. Why 5 gifteds? Does that mean so... Oh! The rain started at 5 p.m. Everyone's gifting 5 subs. I mean, the louder you yell, the more likely neighbors are to hear you and put it to... Oh! Wait a minute. Can you... You got scammed. What if I talk like this? Hurry, chat. Ho in chat was muted. Like they're watching the stream with the muted sign. But then they unmuted right now. Ruh-roh. 5 is a nice number. Feels generous, but not too expensive either. Or perhaps... It's a sign! Sorry. I'm assuming and judging. Yeah, what if it's like those manga titles where it's like, my neighbor is a VTuber.
X300, Michi, speak up. I can't hear you through the walls anymore.
I knew. No. You're not gonna get free content. Please don't tell anyone Did I fart in my sleep? I'm begging you, man. Speak up, Michi. I can hear you through the wall. Reincarnated as a VTuber. No, that's not crazy enough. It's like a... My neighbor is a VTuber. And then the first... Wait. My neighbor is secretly a VTuber. And the first panel is like, thank you for the bits!
The reason we gift things with 5 included is because your Twitter account is 5 months old and no oothing else clueless.
Think about it, chat. Number 5? I don't know. I don't... Conspiracy hat is slipping off right now. Number 5 is Lima in Indonesian. And you know, today I went outside and I bought food. You know what? Actually, I have no idea. I don't really know. Lima nuts. Yeah, 5G, 5 sides to the pentagram, 5 fingers. Coincidence? I think. Have you ever thought about it, chat? You know what?
Prime Radiancy cheered Dex 300. Is it wrong
I don't know
that
what
I
I'm
listen
thinking
to
about.
my next door neighbor's VTuber streams for free?
We can make such a crazy, weird story.
Cheered X 300. Yes, chat. Good chat. Distract her by making her focus on the neighbors so she won't be able to pay attention to the fact that we have already infiltrated the premises. Oh, Michi, can you please get some other yogurt brand, by the way?
No!
Strawberry flavor is preferred.
Wait, how did you know I have yogurt in the fridge? No, that is so creepy. How did you know? I bought yogurt like a couple of days ago. I think I bought Greek yogurt. But that's so creepy though. Okay, wait a minute. Chat, can you guess one thing that is in my fridge that's not yogurt? Guess one thing in my fridge. And don't say yogurt, because I already told you. Mold? Okay, fuck you, chat. Milk. Okay, let's just say what kind of milk? I do have milk, but what kind of milk specifically? Soy milk? No! You are liars! Tusk. You guys weren't listening to my streams. Okay, at this point, you're just guessing every single milk in chat. Strawberry milk? Actually, guys, wow. Fake fans, fake viewers. Breast milk, real and true. You like almond? I do, but recently I drink lactose-free milk or oat milk. Tusk. I use oat milk to make my matcha tea. Tusk. Matara milk? Yo, I love waking up and drinking my roach milk. Ew. Why ew? I'm sorry, guys. I can't handle lactose, okay? I'm sorry, lactose makes me gassy. I just want to be not gassy. Is that a crime? You lactose? You know what's... I never really knew that there were people that weren't lactose intolerant. I always thought everyone was lactose intolerant. Until I saw one of my friends like devour a whole cheesecake slice and I was like, you can do that? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, you're not gonna like die? And they're like, no.
Today, we tried to record my neighbor. As you can hear, she has yogurt in her frig. Next stream, we try to take her yogurt. Yummy.
Oh, come on, man. I only have one yogurt, man. Please, dude. Come on, number 15 guy. I only have one yogurt. You know what's nuts? Today, I decided, like, to clean my bathroom. And then I think I clogged my sink. And I don't know how to unclog it. My sink is absolutely fucking clogged. And it's horrible because, like, there's water to almost the top of the sink. So then I poured in, like, the sink drain cleaner. And now, not only is it clogged with water to like the brim, now it has like floating bleach. So if I touch the water, I get acid burns on my skin. So yeah, I kind of goofed up. I don't know how to fix it, so I just kind of left it be. It's unironically, it's been 6 hours. Like everything smells like bleach at the moment. Try a stick. Try finger butthole. Thanks, chat. What do I do with a stick? Plunger it. It's a sink! The plunger is for the for the toilet, right?
Prime Radiancy.
You don't put it into the sink.
Michi, Find a metal coat hanger, unwind it, shove it down the drain until it goes down.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but my sink is like a lid. Wait, not a lid. Like, you know a sink has like the hole thing where the water goes into the whole thing and then it goes into the pipe, into the walls, into the anything else, right? So there's like something that covers the top of the whole thing and the water goes like around the whole thing. And that whole thing is stuck. Yeah, it's removable usually. This one isn't. Or maybe it's stuck. I'm not sure. A tip? Half bottle of dishwashing liquid. Okay. Is it safe if I pour half a bottle of dishwashing liquid if there is like sink clogging chemicals floating in it? I don't want to do anything to accidentally have it explode. Like, you don't get it. I can't put my hand in there.
Your walls now. We need to use that sink too.
I know, that's where I'm getting at. Chat, can you unclog my sink, please? Call your dad. Okay, here's the thing. My dad is a very cool dad. But if you think my dad knows how to unclog a sink, think again. Okay, ask Kuro. Right. You know, I should ask Kuro. Let me ask Kuro how to unclog a sink. Kuro? I love the guy to death. I really do. But Kuro? Y'all don't watch him and it shows. Y'all don't know who he is and it shows. Listen, chat. Okay, if one day I am drowning, like I am drowning in dirt and I don't know how to clean, Kuro is probably the last person I'll call. Like, unironically, I will not call Kuro for cleaning advice. You don't get it. I have a story about that guy. There's like a memory that is like so grilled into my head because it's so scary. Because like, it's, you know when you hear someone's story and you're like, wow, that sounds disgusting. And then you witness it and you're like, holy shit. That's a whole different level. He couldn't no, that's... You know, some people are like, oh my god, Kuro doesn't know how to wash rice. Ha ha ha, sad face. No, you don't get it. One time, this was long ago, okay? One time I remember Kuro was like making like fish and chips or something. And then I think unironically, like a month and a half later, he had some people come over and they were like trying to clean his kitchen. And they opened like... Oh, Kuro's in chat. Kuro, you remember that one story where... I think at that time we were calling when you were making fish and chips. Like, we were in call. You were making fish and chips. And then before you were, like, done, we, like, already stopped talking and I was, like, working on something. I don't really know what happened. A month and a half later, apparently, Kuro puts, like, the fish and chip into the oven and he forgot about it and left it there for, like, unironically, a month and a half. And someone else found that out. Like, some cleaners came over to his house and was like fixing the pipes or some shit. Opened the oven. It wasn't... No, dude. You sent me a picture. You know that's a fucked up part, chat? If it's like, oh, I saw it too. No, we weren't even talking. He just, out of nowhere, we didn't talk for like 2 weeks or something. Out of nowhere, this dude sends me a picture of like, you know those oven pans? And there's like battered fish and fries. But you can barely see the battered fish and fries because everything else is like fluffy white texture. All you can see is like cotton. Huh? And some white parts. And I was like... What is that? And he's like, that's the fish and chips.
There is a wig in the oven.
It was disgusting. It was a week because what happened was my electric in my house went out and I had food in the oven and I got an electrician to come over and try to fix it. But when he did, I forgot I had the food in the oven. Dude, your food was like, not even like, oh, there's like dots of green. It was mostly white. It was 80% mold, 20% food. It was nasty. And he sent the picture to me. I don't know why. Out of nowhere. You know what's even more worst? We have this thing in Asia called like silk hair tofu. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I thought for a second Kuro was trying silk hair tofu. So this. So as you can see, this is like tofu and there's like hair on it. And it might look... It is edible, by the way. It is completely edible and it tastes pretty good. You can make it yourself, etc. This is an actual meal. The silk on top of it is mold. It's like fermented. And I know people are like, ew, that's disgusting. But you gotta understand, chat, a lot of Asian food are technically like fermented stuff. Like tempeh. My favorite food is tempeh. And tempeh is literally just like moldy soy. You want to know what uncooked tempeh looks like? So this is my favorite food. I'm gonna show you the cooked version and then the raw version. So you understand why like these things are very, very common in Asian cooking. Yeah, let me save these images. So this is like a dish that you can make from tempeh. Looks very yummy, right? It's very good. So this is soy. This is soybeans. Very, very delicious. It's soy covered in soy. It's unironically just like the most self-loving food you can get. It's soy covered in soy. Very delicious. This is the raw product. Let me find a picture that isn't going to like trigger anyone's fear. Boom. So this is raw tempeh. As you can see, it is soybeans. You see all the white stuff? That's mold. That is soybeans. All the thing that is white is mold. And then that is tempeh. So tempeh is just moldy soy. And this is... I don't know what it's called in English, but I call it silk hair tofu because in Indonesian, it's called like silk tofu, right? But the silkiness, like the hairy parts of the tofu is mold. And it's very edible and it's actually quite yummy. Okay, so like I thought when Kuro sent me a picture of the thing, he took a picture of his like disgustingly moldy fish and chips that is not edible. He sent it to me. I was like, oh my god, are you making like silk tofu? And then that's just mold. That's not even edible mold. It's just like genuine to God, purebred mold. Like this is how the world will end. I have spores mold. It is disgusting. And some people are like, ew, you guys eat mold? Shut the fuck up, chat. Y'all eat yogurt and cheese. It's the same thing. Alright? We Asians, we eat moldy soy. We eat moldy tofu. But y'all eat cheese. So like, first of all, did you guys know that some cheese have holes in them? Not because of aesthetics, but it's because some people, like there's some types of cheese that are yummier if rats ate it. Those are rat holes. Like they leave cheese, ferment it, and then rats will come, eat through the cheese, creating these holes, and then people cut that, and that's a whole cheese. Yeah, did you know blue cheese is just extra moldy cheese? Yeah, there's maggot cheese. Yeah, no. I got that information from a British person, okay? So if it is misinformation, well, actually a British person told me that, and yeah, I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, no, Kuro told me that, okay? I trust Kuro. Kuro's British. He knows his cheeses. You know, when I first talked to like... I didn't know people unironically. What is it called? A chartreuse board? Chartreuse board. Chartreuse. What the fuck is it? It's like cheese and crackers and etc. in a board. But it's not actually a meal, but it's a meal. Charcuterie. Yes. Hey, English so hard. That one. I didn't know what that was until I talked to Mata. I remember Mata was like, oh my god, queen, we should hang out, eat some cheese, drink some wine, eat some fruits and crackers. And I was like, who the fuck does that? Apparently, some people in the West do. Did you know that there's more than just mozzarella cheese and cheddar cheese and blue cheese? I only knew there was like 3 types of cheeses. This is how my brain knows, okay? There is cheese that can melt and cheese that cannot melt, and that's all I know. Obviously I know. Well, chat... oh, I know Parmesan. Yeah. I've heard of Gouda. So, okay, I'm gonna try and list all the cheese I know. There is mozzarella, there's cheddar, and... did you guys know that apparently cheese goes to puberty? I also know that. So there's like mature cheese and not mature cheese. Fucking insane. Like they age and shit. Yeah, there's not like cheese puberty. There's like extra age or something, like extra mature and like mild mature, something like that. Cheese puberty is real. And then there is blue cheese. There's Gouda cheese. There's Parmesan. That's all I know. Yes, but could use better wording. I think it's just like... I think that's what I read. There was like Swiss cheese. Isn't Swiss cheese a brand? Pepper jack cheese. What the fuck is that? Brie. Brie cheese is amazing. Elemental cheese. Okay, I swear to God, at this point, you know, you guys can unironically just like gaslight me. And be like, oh my god, Michi. Do you guys know that there is like Bard cheese and Rogue cheese and Barbarian cheese? Halloumi. What? I swear to God. Yeah, caca cheese. Hey, Michi, do you know there's different classes to cheese? There's elf cheese as well. There's different class and races to cheese, alright? Yeah, there's cheese. there's extra cheesy cheese, and there's non-cheese cheese. It's actually crazy. All I know is if it melts, it's mozzarella. If it doesn't melt, that's probably cheddar. If it melts a little bit, but also kind of doesn't, then it's probably fake. I don't know. That's what I know. We're not like big cheese enthusiasts. If you come to Indo, the only cheese we use is Parmesan, cheddar, and mozzarella. We don't really use anything else. I'll be real with you. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100% unless you're ordering like those 10 types of cheese pizza, or in the menu it specifically states it's like a lot of cheese. If you order anything with cheese in Indonesia, it's either cheddar or mozzarella or Parmesan. That's it. 100%.
Of cheese. For example, soft paste bloomy ring cheese.
What? There are classes of cheese. For example, soft paste bloomy ring cheese. I don't trust you. There is no such thing as soft paste bloomy ring cheese. What the fuck is that? Yeah, cows don't grow in Indo. Okay, there are cows in Indonesia, no? Honestly, do we not have cows in Indonesia? And cows don't grow. Man, don't you hate it when I plant my cow seed and my cow tree is not growing? Do we not have cows? We do have cows. That's the thing I'm thinking, right? So we have this thing. I don't know if it's considered a cow or an ox. Let me Google. So we have this thing called karbo. In my village, we have a lot of these. What is this in English? This. Karbo. So where I came from, we have a lot of these. So their job is to like drag the cart along the fields and then they shit. Yeah, they drag themselves, usually in like rice paddies and stuff. And then they shit. And their shit would like fertilize the ground. We use their poop to fertilize it. And then we take the food and we're like, fertilized goods. Ox! Okay, so it's a water buffalo. Yeah, this is called karbo. Is this a cow? Do milk? Do they milk? Yeah, their job is to like tend to the fields and then fertilize the fields, you know? It is not. Let me see. I'm just gonna Google. Does Indonesia have cows? Sapi di Indonesia berasal dari jenis sapi Eropa maupun sapi lokal. Beberapa jenisnya ialah sapi Aceh, We have cows! You are gaslighting me. Who the fuck said Indonesia does not have cows? We have cows. Our cows just has a bump. Yes, I remember seeing cows. Okay, here's the thing, right? I never said that Indonesia doesn't have cows. It's just our cows don't look like cows. Okay, let me explain to you what I'm talking about. So, I think 2 years ago, I went to like the UK for the first time ever, and I saw a cow.
Milk, it can be turned into cheese. Then there is different levels of fermentation. Buffalo cheese in Italy is popular.
There's buffalo cheese?
Chmasm_95 cheered X300. Do you eat beef?
No, I don't, sadly. Oh boy, shoot. Yeah, I went to the UK like 2 years ago for the first time ever. And I remember I saw a cow and they're big. Like, you know those cows and those carton milks? Like they use in ad pictures? Like they look like this.
Zombie
cow.
X300. Fun fact.
Cow.
There are tracking chips in Parmesan wheels to try and stop Parmesan cheese scams.
Don't fucking lie to me. I'm honestly wanting to believe that, but...
Gaslight you? I high-key wish to be that one British friend that made you believe cheese holes are from rats.
Cheese holes are from rats?
Made you believe that for some time and even say it on stream. Wildcard 1
Are they not made from rats?
Don't milk the balls, Michi.
Wait, what? Don't say that. Don't milk the balls. Wait, there are tracking chips in cheese. And cheese holes aren't made from rats? Yeah, Kuro told me that cheese holes were made of rats. They're made from yeast. That's even fucking worse. What? Wait, what? I thought... He said it so confidently. It was like, Michi, do you know that... You know, like in cheese, there's holes in them. And that's because rats went through it. And the rats ferment the cheese. And that's where the flavor comes from. And I'm like, that is fucking disgusting. But you know what? I'm gonna appreciate your culture and all. But that is fucking nasty, okay? Ever since then, I make it a point to never eat cheese with holes. Like, if there's a cheese with holes, I'm not eating it. I'm sorry. I don't want to eat rat. But what the hell? I don't know. I'm scared. I can't trust nobody. Why would it sound worse? We use yeast for bread too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we do use yeast for bread. Every time someone says yeast, I think about yeast infection. And that's why I'm like, ew, nasty. Yeast infection. Are you telling me cheese with holes or just cheese with yeast infection? Nasty.
Immature X300. The holes come from the bacteria that ferment the milk.
What? If some cheese has tracking chips inside the cheese, do we have tracking chips? Because what if we eat the cheese and we eat the tracking chip? Are you telling me that this whole time the government is not tracking us, but cheese companies
Kuro
are?
is gaslighting you. New rule: don't believe Kuro. Introverse cheered
I'm not believing
X300
anyone
and
at
yogurt
this
is also
point.
an expired milk, so...
Chat, put your tinfoil hats on. Think about it, guys, okay? There's tracking chips in cheese. But how the hell do they remember? Like, what if they forget to remove the tracking chips from the cheese? And we consume the tracking chip. And that's why people can find you. Because you have a tracking chip in your body. Not from the government, but from cheese. This VTuber just exposed the cheese industry. The dark side of the cheese industry.
A little off topic, but chocolate has a small percentage of rat shit in America.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
By our Food and
Shut-
Drug Administration.
I'm going to choose to not listen to what the fuck you just said because you don't get it. My only comfort food at the moment is chocolate. So now I really do not want to believe that the shit I'm eating has actual shit in it. Don't lie. Don't lie. Please tell me it's not true. I'm Googling this shit. Does chocolate have rat poop? Chocolate can contain insect fragments and rodent hairs. Do you just want me to like starve to death? I swear to God, chat. Chat is like, Michi, please take care of your health. Please eat. Also, chat, Michi, do you know that there is rat shit in chocolate? What's your favorite food again? Oh, okay, you don't like chocolate anymore? What do you like? Oh, you like ramen. Oh, Michi, do you know that there's also rat shit in ramen? Actually, Michi, there's rat shit in everything. It's unavoidable. There's just too many rats. Too many rat shit. Eventually, you're gonna eat rat shit, Michi. You're probably eating rat shit right now. There's rat shit in the air. Yo, I can see how I'm going to devolve as I get older. Like, one day I'm gonna be that old grandma that's like, there's rat shit in the air.
Don't look up the
Don't
percentages
breathe.
in processed chicken and pork.
Oh, that's okay, because I don't eat chicken or pork. Ha! I'm pescatarian and pork is haram. Suck my cock and balls. No, I don't give a shit what's inside chicken or pork. Because I don't eat chicken and I cannot eat pork. Wakatui. I dare say Huwaktui. Here's the cow. I have a picture of the stupid cow on screen because I was about to tell you guys. This is like Western cows.
Just don't Google gross facts about tempeh.
I don't want to Google anything anymore. You know what? Ignorance is bliss. How many of you guys have seen a cow that looks like this? In real life, not in like pictures. How many of you have seen cows that look just like this? Me. Yeah, they're so big and they're so fluffy and like they're massive. And they're so chunky and fluffy. You want to know the cows I grew up with, chat? These are the cows we have, baby. I remember this. I remember when I was younger, I saw one of these and I was like, oh my god, what is that? And my grandma said oversized goat, so I believed her. So this is our cows. As you can tell, when people say cow and they're like, ah yes, cute, fluffy, black and white cow, the cows in my country aren't really cute and fluffy. All I remember is my grandma told me that these were big goats. And as a kid, I was like, haha, I called them mbe. Mbe. So when I was younger, instead of calling goats goats, I called them mbe. Because that's how they sound, right? Right? Like they sound like mbe. Like that. So those are like what goat sounds like. So I called them like, oh, there is an mbe. And then because this is big goat, I used to call them mbe, which is like Mrs. Goat. Yeah, so there's goat and Miss Goat. And this is Mrs. Goat. That's an ox? This is a goat. This is a cow, though. Right? This is a cow. Goat? Cow. Cow. This is not an ox, this is a cow.
The most expensive coffee in the world made from Indonesian palm civets poop.
Oh, No, okay. Copy Luwak is good though. 100%.
Have you heard of Damascus goats? You should look at pictures of them.
Damascus goats? Let me Google it. Chat, have anyone seen what a Damascus goat looks like? Now you have. Why they look like that? Why they look this way?
Wildcard 1 shared X500. Michi, I live on a working farm. There are many different types of domesticated cows. Some are for milking and some are for eating.
Cows. Dude, I want to live in a farm one day, but I probably will die because I don't know the different types of animals.
Chocolate is made from cacao powder. Cacao powder is crushed cacao beans, and like with any agriculture seed, you will deal with insects and rodents. Just like rice. Do you eat rice?
I do.
Nash Wolfton cheered X300.
You
Look
guys
up
suck.
Highland cattle calves, they're so cute.
Highland cattle calf.
Patch got scammed for $3. I was
cow.
playing Final Fantasy and there was a quest where a bear got into a coffee farm and you had to bring back soil from the bear's nest. The coffee farmer was like, wow, we can actually do something with the beans this bear ate, and I remembered Civet.
What? Really?
Grand Theft Zombie cheered X300. If you think
Highland
the western
cattle
cow is big, check out a bison or a prairie buffalo. I've seen them in national parks and
is it
farms.
that big?
Those things are pure muscle and scary if they're charging at you.
Dude, chat, okay. Unpopular opinion, anything is scary if they're charging at you. Let's be so
Michi,
real.
Don't eat the black rice.
You know that's a thing. Black rice is a thing. But yes, I know there is rice fleas. Nasty things. Anything is scary if they charge at you. Okay? Not true. Chat, one day, you're gonna be walking at night and then you see something running right at you. You're gonna shit yourself. Anything running right at you is scary. You'll see.
Live in farm. With your germaphobic won't allow you to survive in there more than a day.
Okay, that's literally what... I told everyone this. Everyone knows that my retirement dream is to like live in a cottagecore world. Okay, like I told this to people on stream and people are like, okay, she's just like saying shit for content. No, I'm being 100% serious.
If she charges at you.
I can be scary if I charge at you. You just don't know. I can run fast, you know. No, but I'm serious, chat. My goal one day is I want to live in a cottage. I want to live in a cottage and make butter and then trade it with my neighbors. That is my actual like retirement dream plan, right? And my mom says the same thing. She's like, nice idea, Michi, but like you're not gonna survive.
Chupacabra ain't got nothing on me, man.
You want to see something kind of cute though? Look! Chat, look at these guys! You know what this is? This is an Indonesian animal called the luwak. Yes, they eat little berries and then they poop, and then we take their poop and then we turn it into coffee. I know that sounds fucking disgusting, but it's actually good. So we have this coffee in Indonesia called Luwak Coffee, and the animal is called the luwak. They would eat like the coffee plants, and then they would like their stomach digest the fruits, and then they shit out the coffee beans. And people collect the poop and then clean it and then turn it into actual coffee. I know people are like, oh my god, that's disgusting. Okay, first of all, as an Indonesian, I will defend my own country, okay? Don't shit on it until you try it. Luwak coffee is really, really fucking good. And it's very fucking expensive, first of all. So, because it takes such a long process, right? Like, you can't just get it. In order to get Luwak coffee, you have to wait for one of the animals to eat enough of the coffee, and then you have to wait for them to shit, and then you have to collect them, clean them, and then produce them. So it is kind of like, it is quite expensive, first of all. Second of all, I am not a coffee drinker because I have a very sensitive stomach, but Luwak coffee is one of the only coffees I can drink without getting a stomachache, because they have caffeine in it, but because of like, I don't know, maybe because of the animals, they're very, very gentle to the stomach. They don't really trigger like, if you have bad acid reflux or have like bad digestion, they don't trigger any of that. It's literally like the feeling of coffee without the pain of it. And to make it insanely better, they are so, so smooth. Like, imagine if the coffee beans had an inbuilt creamer. It is so good, and it's one of our traditional drinks. And here's the thing, right? I know people are like, ew, you drink poop coffee. You poop coffee drinker? Gross. Well, first of all,
I hear that Zen is getting into coffee. Just
really?
saying.
Every time I meet any coffee drinkers, I always give them luwak. Like, The amount of times people have tried Luwak and they're like, this is the best coffee I've ever had. And I'm like, yeah, it's Luwak. And they're like, what's that? And I explain to them and they're like, I understand the reaction though. If you don't, like, it's not a very common concept, right? So I understand why people are like, ew, gross. But it's actually a delicacy. All right, we're not over here just drinking moldy milk and being like, yogurt. Yeah, fuck you, mold drinkers.
You won't get sick from it.
They clean it. It's not poop anymore. There's no more poop. It's clean and like properly made. You don't get. People here would make Luwak coffee out of distilled beakers, like scientists. It's insanely something. Like, people are like, ew, you guys drink poop coffee? Well, you guys eat like rotten milk and call it yogurt. So like, same difference, okay?